Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. Now here's what we're not going to do. We're not going to indulge what they call lazy rationalizations, false equivalence, cheap gaslighting, and other forms of rhetorical chicanery that may have become so common in political discourse in this era. But our country is in crisis, and we owe it to better it. The warning is for those who claimed offense at the following observation made in this space a few days ago. What Americans have lost to be painfully accurate, and what Republicans have trashed in pursuit of power is their willingness and ability to share a common national identity. It would seem to be self-evident and true. It would seem to be self-evident truth, but not everyone agrees on that. Now, constantly blaming, basically, somebody said, constantly people are blaming Republicans, and you only blame the Republicans, complained another. You exclusively blame Republicans, grumbled yet another. And well, there's a fucking reason the Republicans get the blame for destroying any sense of common American narrative. It's because, and pay close attention here, they deserve the blame for destroying any sense of common American narrative because they really have nothing to offer the voters. So sorry, but Hunter Biden's laptop didn't do that. Black Lives Matter didn't do that. Whatever thing that foe has last told its audience to fear did not do that. The Republican Party did it by a campaign of demonizing dissent, shredding any norms and boundaries, embracing a politics of white supremacy and fear, and perhaps most corrosively, delegitimizing the very idea of knowable facts so that an ordinary birth certificate becomes an object of perception, of suspicion. An ordinary election, a seedbed of distrust, and the sacking of the U.S. Capitol, which they claim was an innocent visit by tourists, which it wasn't. So, is it mere partisanship to hold the party accountable for all of these, or are we not talking about something bigger and more foundational than any political gamemanship here? Now, note how many of the GOP's ardent defenders, like George F. Will, Adam Kinzinger, Kathleen Parker, Representative Liz Cheney, Senator Mitt Romney, Jonah Goldberg have become to various degrees estranged from it in recent years, and none of those worthies may be credibly accused of being anti-Republican. But what they are is content is consensuous enough that they cannot deny self-evident truth when it is right before them. Some of us prefer to peddle misguided both-sidism, to spew non-responsive non-sequiturs, or they stick metaphorical fingers in metaphorical ears, going la 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 until the truth safely passes them by. Now, meantime, one party steers the ship of state toward jagged rocks, while political scientists like Thomas E. Mann and Norman J. Ornstein once observed that the Republican Party has become an insurgent outlier, ideologically extreme, contemptuous of the inherited social and economic policy regime, scornful of compromise. They're unpersuaded by conventional understanding of facts, evidence, and science, and they're dismissive of the legitimacy of its political opposition. And they wrote that in a 2012 book called It's Even Worse Than It Looks. 10 years later, it's still even fucking worse than that. It's important to be clear on this, and it's not to just blame the GOP, but because James Baldwin is right. You cannot fix what you will not face, and what America needs to face is the simple, chilling fact that the Republican Party is a fucking clear and fucking present danger, and they always will be. And confronting that does not make you a partisan, but it will make you a patriot, because the Republicans claim they're patriots, but they're really not. The Republicans are what they refer to as patriots. But I'm not just bashing on the Republican Party here, because even though they do have their problems, but Democrats also have their fucking problems too. So it's just like both parties have their issues, and they need to work them out. So basically, the Democrats need to work out whatever problems they have, and the Republicans, yes, they need to work on their issues, but I don't see them working on their issues anytime soon. So they're just gonna act the way they do because that's just how they were raised. That's what happens when you inbreed too much with them. So, but if you like the video, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, RBW King. And you could also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out. And if you want to support my my work even further, you can donate to my Patreon link, which you can find in the About section of YouTube. And for just as little as a few bucks a month, you can donate, and it helps the channel go a long way. And thanks for listening.